Hi everyone, Phil from Prodactive here. In this video I want to talk to you about backups. Now backups to Smartsheet users are a little bit like stretching is to runners, in that we all know that we need to do it, but we rarely find the time to do so. And part of the reason for that is that Smartsheet's solution for backups is not quite as comprehensive as you might want it to be. You'll get an extract of all your data, all your sheets will be turned into Excel sheets, but none of that data is connected, you have no reports, you have no dashboards, and you pretty much have to effect a ground up rebuild of your workspace if you do happen to lose it. Now, obviously this isn't a really good situation to be in, and I'm sure that everybody can appreciate that. But one of the other challenges that we have if we go into the Smartsheet environment is that for large workspaces like this, if you try and do just a save as new, which is your next best option, if your workspace is very large, you come up against this limit really. You can only copy up to 100 items at a time. And you may not know how many items are in this workspace, but we do have another video where we show a solution for finding that out. So this workspace is pretty important to us. It's the one that a lot of our YouTube videos have been built around, a lot of solutions in here. It's something that we don't want to lose. And as you can see, we have some backups that have been generated each day. And each one of these folders, as these workspaces, contains a list of folders with all the assets for each solution within it. So we've got our dashboards in here, we have our reports, sheets, and we have in each of these we have data as well. So this is really important, and we are generating one of these every single day. But the other thing that we've set up as part of the way that we're backing up our solution is that we're keeping a certain number of backups, and then we're deleting the oldest one as we go through. So we have a rolling past 4 days worth, and we'll probably stretch this out, so we'll be doing them on a weekly basis in time. But we've been developing this solution and have just been experimenting with it, so we wanted to see that it's running every day and we are getting that backup. So the way it works is, and there are various ways in which you could trigger this off, but I've just created a simple sheet where if I just run the workflow here, what it's going to do is it's going to send the name of the workspace and the workspace ID to our backup list sheet. You can see it's just dropped in here. That allows us to then create a workspace name based on the date that it was created. And then we have a bridge workflow that then runs when a new row is added to this sheet. It's quite a long workflow, so I'm not going to go through the details of this, but do get in touch if you want to have some support in replicating it. But what we should see here is we should have a new workspace that's just been added to the list with today's date on it. So just let Smartsheet reload, collapse that down, give it a moment or two. So it should have created the workspace now. Here we go. And you can see that we've started to get our first folder in here. We've already got some subfolders. We have assets that are coming in here. And little by little, these are going to get added to as we go. Now this is a very big workspace. It is going to take a little bit of time to run through. So I'm not going to take you through watching that, but it's just worth knowing that this is going to chunk through. So for every folder in the, you can see that a few others have been added in here. For every folder in the original workspace that has fewer than 100 items or 100 items or fewer, it's going to create a copy. Now there is one, there was one folder in here, the project management one, that has more than that. So what it will do is it's just going to ignore that as it goes through there. Now we don't need to have that one backed up because we've got so many other project management solutions in here. It's just a sort of an old version that happens to sit within this. It's all the way back from 2021. So yeah, we've got some bigger, better, newer solutions than that one. So we're not too worried if that one doesn't get backed up. But yeah, this is going to chunk all the way through. It's going to add new folders in here. And then eventually what it's going to do once it's done is it's then going to look at this workspace and clear that one out, delete it, so that we don't have too many workspaces accumulating overall, because that becomes a bit unmanageable. As always, do get in touch if you want some support in implementing a solution like this. Do like, subscribe, and do all the other good things. Share with the community. And I look forward to seeing you all on the next video. Take care now.